Whoa. Yo, what's good, y'all boys? Welcome back to another episode of 2 Minute Drill Podcast. I'm Cam.
That's Jaden.
Jaden. We
Oh,
don't
well, I'm
got
Jaden.
we don't got other Jaden,
Of course.
but y'all know we call him my team. And this college football weekend has been crazy, insane, absolutely insane. So many upsets, a lot of questions that's going to have to be answered coming the next couple of days. So, all right. Starting off, we were actually at the Texas A&M versus South Carolina game. Um, up in the nosebleeds, we took a couple pictures with a couple fans, and
No, we didn't.
took a couple pictures with a couple fans, and yeah, it was overall a great time. South Carolina, they looked fantastic. Texas A&M didn't didn't look like a top 10 team, but that South Carolina defense is real, and that they shut them out in the second half. So
I feel like other than the environment. That was my first time ever being at a South Carolina game. The environment was great. I'm never sitting in the nosebleeds again. Never sitting there again. I feel like I was about to die every time they started cheering, bro. Like they started shaking and junk. Like nah. But as for the game,
Michael's muted. It is what it is. They probably heard me through your mic anyway.
oh wait, who's mic? Yours mic? Your mic?
I was muted.
Oh shoot, it's whatever. But as for the game, Sellers, yeah, they had a good game. Reed Sanders, they had that USC offense. They had a great game. That Texas A&M offense, it wasn't even too bad. Like for the most part of the game, when they started off real slow, they came back, tied it up 20-20 halftime. Right, I think it was a pick that Marcel Reed threw. I don't know who he was throwing that ball to.
Yeah, that was the momentum shift.
It literally was because they had so many chances to go down and score and go down and hit field goals. They were being like very aggressive on those 4th and 2s, 4th and 1s, especially in not even in their own territory at that. But I feel like Texas A&M had me. They had me. I ain't gonna lie, I was hooked. They fooled me with that LSU game. They fooled me. You can't blow out LSU and then come and lose to South Carolina.
South Carolina's legit though.
I mean, that deep, and the thing about it is, South Carolina's defensive line wasn't even eating like they usually do.
I know a lot on the 4th-and-1s,
Like,
the 4th-and-2, fourth down,
They was
fourth
there.
down, they was eating. Trust me, they was eating. But yeah, overall, South Carolina looked fantastic. This is the South Carolina team that I've been harping on all season. This South Carolina team should be 7-1. They should be 7-1. Lost to Ole Miss. Okay, they're still probably top 15 in the nation, but they're not great right now simply because um of they've lost to like 3 top 15 schools
Yeah,
by a score.
if they beat Alabama, they beat Alabama in who did LSU? They're ranked. They're like top 15 ranked.
Now, mind you, South Carolina has one of the hardest schedules, and they haven't played terrible. Like and that defense, I've been saying that's been the top 5 defense for a while.
No,
Ohio.
according to the NCAA, they're like top 20.
They have a lot of people argue that they have the best defense in the SEC, and what does that mean? The best defense in the nation. So I mean, who name a school that's not in the SEC that got a better defense
Yeah,
than Georgia and South Carolina.
You ain't lying.
So
SEC is weak.
So yeah, overall a great win. Lenore's played fantastic, especially towards the end. One thing I will say, South Carolina has a bad habit of getting out early and letting them come right back. So when they go up 14, they go 14-0, right?
Yeah, 14.
They go 14-0, and the next thing you know, it's 17-20. I'm like, second half they better get it together, or it's wrapped. They tie the ball game up before the half ends, and then second half they come out and they outscore them by 24 points. They outscored them by 24 points in the second half, and they scored 0. Texas A&M, I have never seen anything like that happen. It was crazy just to witness it live, like the atmosphere. What was that, Thursday? I said Thursday, you're not gonna come into Columbia in Williams-Brice at night and expect it to be an easy game, and it definitely wasn't. And Texas A&M, I'm not gonna say were exposed, but they. Okay, my question is: do you think this shows how good South Carolina is, or how bad Texas A&M is?
I feel like this shows who Texas A&M really is. Oh, because not to knock off the Gamecocks, right? The Gamecocks, they're good. They're a pretty decent, solid squad, right?
Decent, solid
squad. Look at the record. They're 5-3. They're a solid squad. Like I said,
you just explain how they're a good
it
team.
doesn't matter. They're a solid squad. Texas A&M is like. Thing about them is it's like, bro, like, I mean, Connor Wayman, we went out, true. Maybe in fact, let me ask you this. Do you think Texas this would a different game if Connor Wayman played?
It's hard to say. I think Marcel Reed is a better quarterback. Honestly, he's from what I've seen.
I didn't see it tonight. Man.
From what I've seen, Marcel Reed is the better quarterback, and he has that ability of his legs.
Mm-hmm.
But tonight he just had some bad decisions. But Connor, I don't think it would have been. I think it would have been about the same, honestly. If anything, I feel like it would have been better because I mean, Marcel Reed is arguably just as lethal like in the pass game with the run game, and South Carolina shut that down,
neutralized that completely.
Shut that down.
One thing, their secondary kind of nice though. South Carolina, their secondary is pretty nice. I'll give them props for that.
This is nice. It's not just the D line either. The backer, the secondary, everything.
Yeah, I don't know. Marcel Reed, I ain't gonna lie, he had me fooled, though.
Yeah.
That drive he came in to LSU, it was driving like 2 for 270 yards and a touchdown. Bro, I was like, hold on, wait a minute, this dude kind of nice. Who was this? And it was just, hey, after that, I was on the Texas A&M train, but
yeah, they seem really promising. I was actually kind of disappointed when I saw South Carolina on their schedule come. Like, they have a shot at the SEC title, right? You play Georgia at the end of the season, but outside of South Carolina, that's your only hard team, right? So I knew that either South Carolina was going to lose or Texas A&M was going to lose, and that means that's dead. That's it. They're not in the SEC race anymore.
I wonder, is it Georgia and who?
Georgia and Texas.
Oh yeah. Oh, SEC. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. The only way Georgia bounces out of it is if Ole Miss beats them next week.
Oh yeah.
If Ole Miss beats them next week, if Ole Miss finds a way to beat Georgia next week.
Well, either way, I think Georgia only has one loss in the SEC. So I think I think every team has at least one loss right now. Is Tennessee? What about Tennessee? Let me see. I'm gonna look on my phone real quick.
Tennessee.
I'm gonna look at the SEC standings real quick.
They didn't lose to Florida. I think it's Florida in the SEC or Florida in the ACC. The SEC score, right?
I think Tennessee right now. it might be Tennessee, Texas, and Georgia that's like actually like competing for it.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. It was Texas A&M, but they lost today. Georgia's at the top. They're 3-0. They're undefeated. Tennessee's 5-0. LSU is 4-0.
Mm.
Those Missouri's 5-0.
Are you serious? I'm not saying let's keep it a band
They're
right
only
now.
playing against like the worst team, like the Mississippi States, the Kentuckys, the
They
Auburns.
play USC in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's going to be a real test.
I'm calling the upset on that game. I ain't gonna lie.
It's not even an upset. They're number 25 in the nation. South Carolina's going to be ranked higher than that.
True.
So I definitely have South Carolina.
Only if South Carolina wins next week. They got Vandy. Yeah, you know how Vandy get when it comes to ranked teams.
Yeah, and it's at Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt, they got an underrated environment. I promise you they do.
Yeah.
I promise you they do. Like, when you look at it, the crowd definitely gets involved. But today, South Carolina, when that crowd started getting involved, on those 3rd and 4th downs, and you can see like they're calling timeouts because it's not working. All that it got shaky real fast.
Yeah, the bleachers did too.
Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about Marcel, not Marcel, Raheem Sanders. You had this up the game, sir.
He had like 230 total yards, 2 touchdowns. He had 92. He had 92 receiving yards too.
Yeah, it's crazy. And Josh Simon, I've been talking about that man all season. I promise you, I've been
He
talking
dropped a
about that
touchdown. I think he did, right? He dropped one in the end zone.
Was that he had the deep ball?
That was like second, third quarter or something like that. I forgot.
But Josh Simon, I've been telling people, I'm like, he's a bigger tight end, but he also has speed and strength. And that's been low-key. That's been Lenoir's safety valve throughout this whole season, and he definitely had himself a game today.
Yeah, and, as I was sitting in the stands, Raheem Sanders was running the ball very good. Somebody told him he's CMC but black. I was like, I'm like, bro, y'all had all the running backs. Y'all compare him to CMC. Like, if I'm comparing Raheem Sanders to somebody, I'll probably compare him to like let me think, who's in the league right now?
He's a power back. He's like a Nick Chubb-ish, something like that.
Yeah, probably like a Nick Chubb. Yeah, that fits perfect. But I think that Nick Chubb is like way faster than he is. Yeah, but it's like maybe like a Walmart Derrick Henry or something like that.
No, he don't got the size. He's like
6. I think they said 6'2", like 2 something. I don't know.
Derrick Henry's like 6'3", like 250 something.
Yeah. Hey, I truck him though.
Anyway, moving on. Ohio State takes down Penn State.
Now the quarterback had a game.
Yeah.
Like now the quarterback played good. I mean,
that bonehead pick 6 at the beginning of the game. That looked terrible.
Yeah, that was horrible.
But now, mind you, hold on,
go ahead.
Ohio State found a way to get the offense back running. You know what I'm saying? When you ever been cutting the grass and then
no,
you ever been cutting the grass and then the lawnmower just turned off?
Yeah.
So then you gotta. Ohio State got to jump back running. Penn State did not. Their offense only scored 7 points this game.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
6 points this game.
That's so crazy. Now, what I will say, their run game has been great. Their run game was great last game or today. The run game was amazing. It was way better than what we usually see out of Judkins and Henderson.
Yeah. 178 yards, 4.5 yards per carry. Can't really ask for more than that against the number 3 team in the nation. Honestly, it's a great game. Will Howard didn't have the best of games, but he still had a pretty decent game. Feel like we really have to see what the top 25 is going to look like, because number 3 Penn State, you don't know how far they're going to fall.
They're not dropping out of the top 8. Yeah, they are. They ain't jumping out of the top 10 though.
When Bama lost to Georgia, they went to number 5 or 4, 5.
What were they? Number 1?
It was number 1 versus number 3, I think. or number 2 versus number 3. Number 2 because Texas was 1. It was number 2 versus number 3. So this is the new 2 versus 3, and I think Bama went to 5 or something like that.
Penn State might drop to
I mean,
like
Georgia went to 5.
Penn State might drop to like 7, 8, and Ohio State gonna move to like 3 or even 2.
Yeah. They're definitely. I think they're gonna go to 3. I don't think they're gonna overtake, especially how dominant Oregon looked today. We're gonna get to that. I think we are. Hold on. Did I put Oregon up here?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna get to that eventually. But Oregon looked dominant, and they're not. I don't think they're gonna overtake Georgia either, because their resume. They have a loss to Oregon. So
go ahead. Yeah, no, I'm good. Go
ahead. Next up, the Miami Hurricanes.
Bro, one thing Miami gonna do, they're gonna be losing in the first half. They're gonna be either losing or like tied or down by 2, something like that, right? In the end of the game, they got 60 points and they blew them out by 30. I don't get it. Cam Ward, at home Miami team, they play so slow in the first half, but when the second half heat up, it's over. It's over with.
Yeah.
I think Cam Ward, he had like what, 2 touchdowns a half, like 2 or 3.
I think
he had 2, and then
just came 17-14 or 17-17 or something like that. 17-21, something like that.
Yeah, it was 21-17. So he had 2 touchdowns. Yeah. And he just came out the gate just throwing touchdowns out. Like, that's so crazy. Miami, it's a dominant team. They win the ACC by far. There's no team that even comes close to even.
We're gonna get to that.
There's no team that comes close to beating.
We're gonna get to that.
Maybe Louisville, but that's probably it.
No, not even Louisville, because we beat Louisville last week.
Okay, but y'all didn't beat them by much.
That game shouldn't have even been that close. That's exactly what I'm about to get on. Now, I'm a big Malik Murphy fan. I think he's a great quarterback. And I think if on a better team, like an Ohio State or an Oregon or something like that, he'd have that team be a contender. But Miami's defense has looked shaky since the beginning of the season. Arguably since California. Since California, I haven't trusted that defense. They let California put up what 39 points?
Yeah.
Bro, you can't do that. And then you let Duke feel like they're in the game. The thing is, that offense has potential to get a team out of the game early.
Yeah.
All the defense has to do is hold on. They can stop them for about 2 or 3 drives. The game is over. I promise you, Cam Ward in that offense is at least putting up 21, 24 points in the first 2 quarters.
Defense did have 3 interceptions.
Yeah, they played way better in the second half. Way better in the second half. But I was watching the game with my granddad and my uncle, and my granddad was like, "Miami gonna mess around and lose this game." I'm like, "This is a weekly thing. I'm not even worried. By the end of the game, Cam Ward, he's gonna have himself a game, and Miami's gonna have over 50 points. I think they're averaging 49.7 or something like that points per game this season.
That's good. But what I will say, for future reference, when it comes to like playoff time, they can't start off slow.
Oh no,
they can't, because teams like Texas and teams like Texas and Bama, Georgia. Well, not Georgia, but the higher teams. You know what I'm saying? The playoff teams. They're gonna come out firing on all cylinders. Yeah, Miami has to match that or either outmatch it. It can't come out slow like that. It's just not. It wouldn't roll in the playoffs.
I will say, Miami. I understand why people can say Miami has a cakewalk schedule, right? Because the only I guess even real team that you could say that they didn't play that wasn't conference was Florida, and that was a pre-DJ Lagway Florida. So I mean. But they did blow them out. They did blow them out by a lot. So, yeah, there's no way to tell how good this Miami team is.
Why didn't y'all play
Clemson round or something?
Clemson should have been on your schedule. I mean, not that they would have beat y'all, but it would have been like a challenge.
Well, I mean, Miami was like number 23 in the nation to start the year, and I'm pretty sure the schedule is made like a year and a half. Like USC has a schedule for next year
Already?
Yeah,
Mm.
or Miami has a schedule for next year. So I mean, yeah, it would have been nice to see them play in the regular season. Maybe like a game at the end of the season, like for playoff, not playoff, for ACC title implications.
Mhm.
I think Louisville, like, I think right now the race is like Miami and Louisville.
Yeah.
Unless Louisville has a loss that I can't think of.
Especially after tonight, after they beat Clemson.
Yeah.
Clemson gonna fall too. I don't know what to, but they're gonna fall probably like 18, 17.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and talk about that. I don't know why I put the night games all the way over here. I should have put all the night games together, then we could have just went from like 12 o'clock, 3:30.
Yeah.
Clemson versus Louisville. Now Clemson, right? We weren't able to watch this game because obviously we were at the game, right? But when I'm checking the score and it's 24-6, what are we doing? What are we doing against unranked Louisville? All right, now mind you, that team's a good team. They just put up a game against Miami last week. SMU. I forgot about SMU. They're 8-1, and they're 5-0 in conference. Louisville has 2 losses. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, they're 4-2 in the conference.
So
well, I ain't like SMU's that's
yeah. But yeah, hey Klubnik, you go what was that 33 for 56, 228 touchdown. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But obviously, it's empty stats. They put up 21 points, but 14 of those points came in the fourth quarter. Garbage time, technically. Phil Balfa had himself a game though.
He did. I mean, I'll get 170 yards if I had 30 carries, but
I mean, when you're averaging 5.5 yards per carry,
yeah, it's a great game. Great game.
Yeah, great game. But even better game, arguably. Isaac Brown.
I'm not gonna lie, he went off. I was watching the highlights earlier, like when we got here. Yeah. That's a freshman too.
Oh,
he's a freshman. I promise you, he's nice. He's nice. He fast. He fast. Like
that's really good, man. But Louisville looking strong. I mean, maybe they can hold.
He's already there at the bottom.
Oh dang.
Yeah, I mean, Clemson, they just couldn't get nothing going. Like 4 and outs, 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 4 and outs. Nothing but 4 and outs. That's all it was the entire game. 4 and outs.
So, it's going to be SMU versus Miami in the ACC championship.
I really forgot all about SMU.
They have Boston College, Virginia, and Cal next. Now, Cal might give them a run for their money. Virginia, maybe. Boston College, Boston College is so iffy. Like one game they look really, really good. One game they don't. I have no clue how good they even actually are. So, but it's looking like Miami versus SMU, which Jersey's defense. I ain't gonna lie. If it go, it's not gonna be that game. So
you go Miami all black and SMU all white. I ain't gonna lie, that would kill though.
Or SMU all black, Miami all white.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, SMU all actually they got a tough all black. I'm telling you,
for sure.
You know, the jerseys Kentucky wore tonight with the helmets. Hey, I promise you, Kentucky they trash, but they got some jerseys.
Kentucky can put it on. I promise you. But speaking of SMU, more important than jerseys, they have a football team.
Yeah,
and they go and beat undefeated Pitt 48-25. Now, this game was a lot more out of reach early in the game. It was what, like 48-11, something like that. So, yeah, this overall dominance. SMU looks great. I think we both had picked them in this game or something like that.
I had SMU.
I don't remember who I had, but if I did have Pitt, y'all let me down. This was supposed to be a good matchup, but it was just overall dominance.
Pitt 3 points in the first half.
Yeah.
It was 31-3 at halftime.
Yeah, I mean, like,
And the thing about it is, their starting quarterback did not play. Preston Stone didn't start. He didn't play. He was 0-3. I guess he got hurt. I'm not sure. I couldn't watch the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kevin Jennings in there 300 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. They look great.
Running back having the field, they averaging 7 yards a carry, 23 carries, 160 and 2 touchdowns.
Now, the big question coming into the season is how is SMU going to hang in the ACC? Right? They're undefeated in the ACC, competing for an ACC title spot, going to be in the ACC championship, maybe a playoff spot if they can win out. They're fine.
I believe in them to win out.
And they got some jerseys.
If they play y'all in the ACC title, they're gonna get y'all run for y'all money.
I can see that. I can definitely see that.
That's a squad.
Yeah. But shout out SMU. No shout out to Pitt because now you're not undefeated. They're out of the top 5. That's without question.
Yeah.
Because they had a weak schedule to begin with. So yeah. We already went over there.
Ole Miss versus Arkansas. Now, the level of dominance that Ole Miss showed in this game, Jackson Dart 5-15, 6 touchdowns. Jordan Walker's, I believe, 8 catches, 254, 5 touchdowns.
That's already Vols type game.
The chemistry doesn't get any better than that. And then the thing about it is, Juice wasn't even doing his job, but it doesn't matter. The thing about it is, Trey Harris wasn't even on the field. If Trey Harris played today, him and Watkins would have had 200 each. 200 each. I'm talking about
That's not how that works.
He would have had 200 each.
It's not how that
He
works.
would have had 200 each.
You ever think the reason that Watkins hasn't before because the Harris was on the field?
They would have had at least a 150 each. Telling you.
No.
Yes.
Trey Harris would have had the receptions. You maybe would have had like 67.
Whatever, bro. Like I was saying, I ain't gonna lie. Ole Miss, I like them. They're 3-2 in the conference. They have to win next week. If they want to get into the playoffs, they have to win this week. They play Georgia next week. That's gonna. I ain't gonna say that's gonna be a game, but if because Georgia starts slow, so if Ole Miss can come out and jump right on them from the get go and don't let them come back like they did on Alabama, bro. Ole Miss playoff spot is secured.
I do. My takeaway on Ole Miss is Ole Miss definitely looked dominant today. Arkansas, you let me down. I'm not even gonna lie, you let me down. I had Ole Miss winning, but I had Arkansas at least trying to put up a fight. Y'all didn't put up a fight. Maybe in garbage time, a couple touchdowns, but I mean, already 60-0. I mean,
it's Taylor Green got hurt. I'm assuming because Malachi Singleton taking snaps. Either that or he got benched.
I got benched.
Probably.
Yeah, but I do think next week against Georgia, it'll definitely be a fight. Carson Beck is not a good quarterback. Matter of fact, we're gonna talk about. Let's talk about Georgia right now. Oh shoot! What is happening?
I don't think that's Georgia.
Let's talk about Georgia right now. Where is Georgia?
Right there. Yeah.
Okay. Georgia versus Florida. Now, score was 34-20. Score was not that far away. It was not a 2-score game.
No.
Florida was up on Georgia at one point, and it was a close game. Like Florida was giving Georgia a run for its money, and that's one thing Florida gonna consistently do. Florida's like a I don't even know a team to compare them to. They're like a net, right? A good team is like the human trying to swat them away. Florida gonna put up a fight.
Yeah.
They're gonna put up a fight.
So, prayer to DJ Lagway. Got cut off the field earlier. Yeah, praise to him. Carson Beck. I'm not gonna lie. They went against a good team. They wouldn't have won. 3 interceptions. It's like, come on, bro. What are we doing?
I'm not gonna lie. Carson Beck might like if you're Georgia, you know you have depth, right? You know you have depth. Where do we where's the point where I feel like I need to switch quarterbacks?
I mean, they're winning. I mean, he's not doing too good, but they're winning.
Bro, Georgia's dominating anybody they play with literally anybody else at quarterback. You throw Malik Murphy on Georgia, they're winning.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
So, Carson Beck hasn't played good all game. Like even in the game against Alabama, he goes on that. He didn't play great at all in the first half. You come back, you lead the team on a comeback. On the last drive of the game, you throw the ball up and pick. He hasn't played great all season. I'll be worried about that come playoff time because the team's gonna be different.
Oh yeah, more comp, way better defense than Florida.
Yeah.
Way better defense than Florida. He got to step it up.
Now, that question I like to ask: does it say more about Florida than or Georgia? I will say it says more about Florida.
Yeah,
simply because that's the same Florida team that put up a fight against Tennessee at Tennessee. So that Florida team they're starting to figure it out. That they lost terribly at the beginning of the season, Miami, terribly. But it seems like they're starting to get it together. We'll see if they progress or degress without DJ Lagway. Hopefully, it's nothing serious. He might be out.
He's out for this. He got carted off the field. He's out. He's done.
Well, we can hope that he's back next season.
I feel like Georgia's gonna fall apart.
Yeah.
Like bro. I'm calling it right now, bro. Right now. Ole Miss gonna upset them next week. I'm calling it right now. I'm calling that right now. Right now. Georgia falling apart. They don't look good right now, at all.
Anyway,
even though they won today, even though they won today, they still don't look good.
They don't look good, but we have seen Jackson Dart and Ole Miss. Ole Miss is very talented, very talented. They have a great D line. They're very talented. They have great skill position. They're very talented, but they have Paul George effect.
A problem with losing to good teams,
or not even Paul George, James Harden. They're fantastic in the regular season, or they're fantastic. They don't show up when it matters. That's what I'm trying to say. They don't show up when it matters. So I
mean, bro, like chill on them. Like they look, tell you, next week is gonna be the ultimate challenge for Jackson Dart in that offense. Because going into defense with Malachi Starks, you know what I'm saying? Malachi Starks, Monden Jr., all them boys, you know what I'm saying? Amazing D-line, amazing defense in general. We're gonna see what that Ole Miss team is really made of.
Yeah, this will be Jackson Dart's final chance to prove to me that he's an elite quarterback. You can be very, very good, very, very good, very, very, very good. But until you have those Cam Ward type moments where you lead a team on the final drive and go score against, well, I can't even say you're a good team, but you have that moment that solidifies you as a good quarterback.
Haven't seen it from Carson Beck.
Oh no, he's terrible. He's got off. Kobe Fuller could go out there and do better.
I think we're saying stuff at this point.
We stretching a little bit, but yeah. Shout out to Kobe Fuller. Anyway, yeah. Next up, we're not going to spend too much time on this game. We got Army versus Air Force.
Is that 48 passing yards? I mean, kudos to Army, good win. Yeah. Air Force, I mean, they've been the worst for how many years? 1704, like.
Oh, I see why this game was like that. Ryan Daly didn't play.
Who?
The quarterback. The quarterback that's like leading the league in quarterback yards.
For real?
Yeah.
I see the running back had himself a good day though.
Put him behind 5'6'8", 305 pounds. O-lineman.
Great Wall of China.
Only run. But Air Force has been historically bad. I think with Brian Daly, this game is not even as it's not even it'll be 60-0. Yeah, 60-0. That's not crazy to say. It's not crazy to say. But Army, that they might continue to keep
They're still
climbing.
climbing. Navy's out though, but Army might still continue to climb depending on who they play next. If it's Notre Dame, then you say goodbye to them too.
I think it is Notre
Yeah,
Dame.
say goodbye to them too then.
Yeah. That'll be a good test. If they don't have the starting quarterback, that's wraps though. That's it's season. Call it season. You might as well stop practicing. But next up, the Illinois Fighting Illinois, whatever. They lose to Minnesota at home.
Y'all disappointed me because
Unranked Minnesota.
not only are y'all now out of the top 25, I had y'all on my game pace to win. I did not think y'all were gonna lose to Minnesota.
Now, Minnesota ain't no slouch now. Minnesota has. Now I understand we're going to say that Michigan is not a good team, but they have beat Michigan. They beat Maryland. They beat UCLA. They beat USC. They did lose.
Trojans?
Yeah,
They're awful this season, yo.
they did lose to Iowa, but outside of that,
I mean,
they did lose
pretty
to
straight this year though.
I think they figured it out.
Minnesota?
Yeah.
I mean, it's still too late. They already got 3 losses. They're not making no now. I wouldn't say they ain't gonna get ranked, but when it comes to what conference are they in?
They're in the Big Ten.
Yeah, no, they're not reaching from the playoffs or none of that.
So they do have Penn State on their schedule.
Oh no!
Now let Penn State go and lose their game. I think it's at Minnesota too.
Yeah, let Penn State lose. I'm going a whole hour rant. I'm telling you, not playing either.
This man. But not even really much to say. Just disappointing. A lot of upsets today. A lot of upsets. I wish I had more energy. I don't. I'm dog tired.
It is currently 2 a.m. for us right now.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Michigan, Oregon blows the doors off of Michigan. Dylan Gabriel had himself a decent little game. Jordan James, he had a great game. Michigan cannot pass the ball. Their offense is terrible. They can't do. Michigan used to be like that team.
Yeah.
Right.
Really?
Like Michigan was like Georgia. Like they just overall great pieces. Nobody that really even stands out for real.
Yeah.
But new coaching. And I honestly feel bad for him because he's a black coach, and they haven't even given him his contract yet, unless they have recently, and I haven't heard about it. But they hadn't even given him his contract like before the season even started. He was playing for free.
Oh no,
he was doing that job for free for the love of the game, basically. So
we don't love it that much.
It's crazy. I hope he can keep his job. But Oregon is dominant.
They're a run first team. I have not seen anything out of Donovan Edwards this year.
Yeah. He's not even the best running back on his own team. I don't understand why he was on the NCAA cover like he was going.
Who's better than him?
Oh boy.
Who's that?
Oh boy. I don't know his name off the top of my head. No, he's not on the team no more.
Oh, who are you talking about then?
Oh boy, that usually be outperforming him. The Mullins dude.
I think Donovan was the best running back on his team. I mean,
I don't think so.
Oregon played great though. They were connecting on all cylinders. Jordan James, yeah, he always gonna have himself a game though.
That offense is just like dynamic. When you think about Oregon, you think of finesse and speed. right?
Yeah.
And then when you think of teams like Georgia and Texas and all that, you think of big physical uh uh Southern ball. That's why this playoffs, this 12-team playoffs is gonna be really exciting. We're gonna see a lot of great matchups that we normally wouldn't see, and it'll be good to see who's better than who can beat who. But, yeah, Oregon blows out Michigan. Next up, another upset that's just like head scratch. Texas Tech beats Iowa State.
And the quarterback didn't even have that good of a game. He had 2 picks.
It's by 1 point. Iowa State. I don't even know, bro.
That's another upset. Now they're about to drop out. Wait, I thought Clemson was number 11.
They were tied.
Oh, what in the world? Oh yeah, you're right. So now Iowa State's about to drop big, and
Yeah.
they were undefeated before this game. I think. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were undefeated before this game.
That was the only reason they were ranked so high. They're ranked so low because their strength of schedule.
You can't lose to a 5-3 Texas Tech. You can't.
They were ranked so low because of their strength of schedule. And then play against Texas Tech, another team that just as good as the other people you've played, and you go and lose. I mean, they're definitely going to be ranked a lot lower. And this loss definitely opened things up for Colorado.
Yeah, it sure did.
So it'll be interesting to see. Hopefully Colorado makes it. But speaking of Colorado in the Big 12 championship, Kansas State loses to Houston.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Kansas State, y'all, we gotta talk about some things. Avery Johnson, I've been thinking highly of you. 238 and 2 picks and a touchdown. That's not it. It's not gonna get the job done. Dylan Edwards, 8 carries, 31 yards. He's not really the main running back. DJ Giddens, 50 yards. It's cool. What happened? I'm mad I wasn't even able to watch this game. And the thing about it is Houston starting quarterback isn't even playing. Donovan Smith isn't even playing.
Seems like now we obviously couldn't watch this game because we were at a game ourselves. But looking at the box score, it looks like the turnovers gave Houston great field position because they don't. If you look at the offensive yards, they only had 130 offensive yards, right? So, it gave them great field position. They just capitalized off of that. So, it's on Avery Johnson.
Touchdown.
And they couldn't move the ball at all. They couldn't move the ball at all. So, that run game for Kansas State was terrible tonight. Houston just had a better game, and they just caught them lacking on them all night. That's all it is.
Congrats to Houston, but as Kansas State, you can't lose to Houston. That knocked y'all so far. Great for Colorado, but it knocked y'all so far. Y'all are going to be like maybe even out of the top 25 now that I think about it. Maybe at lowest 23, 24, 25 maybe?
Let me check Kansas State's who they lost to. I forgot. I'm blanking on who they lost to. They should have lost to Colorado. I would love for them to lose to Colorado.
They should have. I wish they would have.
But they lost
Colorado.
They lost to BYU, who is now ranked top 10. So I mean, they might still be ranked, but at the time they got blown out by BYU, who was unranked. That's the only reason they dropped so far. They dropped from 13 to 23 because BYU blew them out and they weren't ranked.
Dropped 10 ranks.
Yeah. Iowa State and Kansas State at the end of the season was supposed to not only have Big 12 championship implications, but it was supposed to be a high-ranked match. But I mean, both of them might be out the top 25 by the end of the season.
Yeah, you start depending on who Iowa State has next on the schedule.
Shout out Houston. They got the job done. Um, yeah. Next up, Indiana blows out Michigan State 40-17.
Now we know how this game is going. Let's be real. Michigan State ain't good. They got 4 or 5. If it had 4 L's, now they got 5. I mean, let's be real. Indiana's quarterback came out was not playing the games. 3, 4 touchdowns. Didn't kind of play. I mean, from the stats, you can watch this game, but from the stats, it just looks like they were just dominant all around, like all around.
Indiana is looking great.
Yeah, they might go top 10 now.
Oh no, definitely, especially with all the upsets that's happening. I think they'll definitely be top 10. They're in the Big Ten, right?
I don't know. I'm actually glad that A&M lost. Though. I don't want. Oh, my map was about to die. I don't want any fraudulent teams in the 12-man playoff bracket.
Well, Indiana really keep climbing. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if they're that good. I think they're very well coached and they are a very talented team. But I don't think they're that good to be hanging out with the Texas and the Georgias and all.
I think BYU gonna get in there though.
So right now Indiana's tied with Oregon on top of the Big Ten.
Are you serious?
So serious.
No way Indiana's tied with Oregon right now.
And OSU and Penn State, both of if Indiana and Oregon went out, just call it wraps. Because Ohio State and Penn State are. I'm not gonna lie, Penn State's done. Penn State's done.
Yeah.
You lost to Ohio State, who lost to Oregon, so you're done.
Yeah, they're cooked.
So let me check Indiana's schedule. They go against Michigan. Oh, they got Ohio State in 2 weeks.
Oh, Indiana?
Yeah. They got them the 23rd at Ohio State.
That's gonna decide it right there.
Yeah. Whoever wins that game gets probably that Big 10 title. You know what I'm trying to say, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'll be Indiana's test to see if they're actually as good as their records say they are. Definitely be exciting to see. But yes. Last game of the day, we have Tennessee versus Kentucky.
Tennessee kind of scared me a bit. I ain't gonna lie. I checked that score. It was 21-18. I was like, wow. I said, and I think about it. Kentucky, like they're 3-6, 1-6 right now. Conference. One thing they're gonna do against a ranked team, they're gonna put up points. They're gonna put up a game. They're gonna scare everybody. I'm telling you. Like they're the most inconsistent team. They'll put up a game with a ranked team, but get absolutely smacked by a trash team or an unranked team.
Yeah.
I just don't understand that from them. I'm glad Tennessee got the win. I think Tennessee moves to about. Actually, I think they're still where they at. About 6, either 7, probably.
I think they'll move. Is there anybody? They might move above Penn State the whole time. Who did Tennessee lose to? I think they lost to someone not that good.
I don't even know who they lost to.
I think they barely beat Vanderbilt, ain't it? I'm not sure. Let me look up. You're the only 10 I see. Riz.
No, don't ever say that again, dude.
Oh, they're. Who did they lose to? Oh, they lost to Arkansas. I remember that. They lost to Arkansas.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're so right.
So and then they had a rough couple weeks. They did have a good win against Bama, but literally since they lost to Arkansas, they went to overtime with an unranked Florida in Tennessee, and then they barely squeaked by a Kentucky team. I think I don't think they're gonna go up.
Yeah, they probably stay where they at.
And they play Georgia in 2 weeks.
You said in 2 weeks?
Yeah, in the 16th.
If Georgia finds a way to lose to Ole Miss and Tennessee, they're done. They're done.
I don't see them doing that though.
They're gonna beat one of the two.
Yeah,
They're gonna lose one
maybe
for
both.
sure. They're gonna lose one for sure.
I don't know.
Actually, no.
I definitely don't think Ole Miss would be able to hang, but
I think Ole Miss is a better shot than Tennessee.
I don't think so.
I do. I ain't gonna lie to Tennessee. They been getting the job done, but they ain't been looking too dominant. Like they ain't been looking dominant since like early in the year.
When they were playing against FCS schools, FCS Midwest.
Just chill, bro.
But yeah, Nico's looking like a Heisman candidate the first couple of weeks. So,
Yeah.
Not doing too good against SEC schools, but yeah.
He's gonna be a sophomore though.
I mean,
he'll be a freshman.
what is that? That has nothing to do with his play.
I mean, I'm trying to develop.
Yeah, but
next
as of right now, he's not doing that great.
He come on next year. He can be on all cylinders. Boy, I'm talking about a 60-6 type of season. I'm talking about Joe Burrow, 2019 type of season.
I wouldn't put it past him.
No. You know how hard getting 6 touchdowns in 6
I think a seasoned Nico has the potential, especially if you put the right weapons around him.
Nobody's ever putting up what Joe Burrow put up in 2019.
Joe Burrow put what Joe Burrow put up in 2019. Only been 6 years.
I'm just saying, bro. Like,
it's
no other quarterback is replicating that.
Now, mind you, think about it, bro. The eras changed. Like back in the Barry Sanders eras and all of them, they were all the teams were run first.
Yeah,
right?
sure.
Everybody's pass first now. Tennessee, Ole Miss, and who's another team that can air it out? Texas, Oregon. Like the teams like that, they're consistently putting their quarterbacks in the position to throw for like at least 300-400 a game, just about. So I mean, I think it's definitely going to be getting closer and closer to broken.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all, boy. Oh, we tired, boy. We love y'all though. A shout out to everybody who decided to come up and take pictures with us at the game.
Yeah. Shout out to y'all. Do you mind? Do you ask for their names or
no?
You got the pictures?
No, they took it on their phone.
Okay.
But thanks for all the support. We really appreciate that. We don't be telling y'all boys to like and subscribe, maybe because nobody watching this show. But if we did, make sure y'all like and subscribe and keep just keep watching us. When are we gonna blow up?
I hope, yeah. Man, I hope we going to.
Yeah.
We're gonna be a day with Ocho.
Yeah. But I will say I am never going into another nosebleed in my life.
Yeah, no.
Especially not at the top row of the nosebleed.
You can go into an NFL nosebleed though. Like those ain't that bad. But in college, they was in the rocking the stands. I thought I was about to die. I swear.
Boy, I ain't gonna lie. I think it was like the second one. They were playing Zens for him, and it was like, and then it's like USC. They started jumping. And Jaden said, "They were like, whoa, why does it move so much? I don't think it's supposed to move like this. This is concrete, right?"
Like, bro, dude, I was scared for my life, bro. I'm like, bro, why is this moving so much? I was dead. Like, there was no smile on my face and none of that, bro. I was dead serious. I genuinely wanted to get down, bro. I wanted to get off of that jump, bro. Every time it came on, everybody in the stands is jumping. Why? Did I not feel that moving too? Like, I don't understand.
No, I was scared for the people out there, bro. There was that one girl who was sitting on the ledge the entire time.
No.
Tweaking. If Tweaking was a person,
no,
she won.
And then the other girl, it was another girl beside her. She was pretending like she was about to jump off. I'm like, no. I said, whoa.
No, don't even play like that.
I wouldn't even play around him up there like that, bro. There's no way. Anything can happen, bro. Like,
oh shit.
You got guys sitting there swinging their hands over the edge and all that, leaning over the edge. I'm talking about waist up. I'm talking about from the waist up. They got their whole body over. No,
Oh no.
no. I
I
swear.
didn't get. I promise you. While I was standing up, I didn't even turn around. I'm so serious.
Bro, there's no way, dog.
Well, it was a great experience. We got to see South Carolina beat number 10 Texas A&M.
Next time though, we will be getting ground seats somewhere down there to where that junk is not. Cause I'm not gonna lie, bro. That junk is so. It's a fun experience, but that junk is so scary being in those nosebleeds, bro. I promise. Bro,
No,
it shows.
if we go to the Missouri game, it's not gonna be a night game. I don't think, or else I probably would have said I wanted to go beforehand. Yeah, it's gonna be a 3:30. It's afternoon start, but it's gonna be cold, so we don't have to worry about it being hot. But we're definitely gonna try to get floor seats.
Yeah, if you tell me we get nosebleeds, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna stay right at home. I'm not doing that, bro. No way I'm doing that.
Like,
before the game, you was like, oh yeah, it's a cool little spot. Oh yeah, you gotta get an angle and all that. We good.
Boy.
People start coming up and shaking their stands. Oh no, it's time to go. Oh no.
It was crazy experience, but y'all would need to like and subscribe and get us some brand deals so we can get some money. Oh, John, my laptop about to die. So we might have to wrap this up, y'all boys. But we appreciate y'all for watching the episode 2 Minute Drill Podcast. I'm Jaden. Thank you, man. I'm
Jaden. Yeah, right.
I'm tired, boy. I'm Cam.
I'm Jaden.
And I'll catch y'all boys.
I don't know.
That's not moves.
Shit, man.
Yo. Am I having a stroke? What is happening? All right, y'all boys.